Everyone, welcome to day 3 of the FINA Women's Intercontinental Tournament, along with Chris Cullen here. Joining me, Greg Meskel, for the first of 3. We'll start things off right about now with China taking on Canada here. Chris, thanks for stepping in and helping out over the next couple of days.
Oh, I'm happy to be here. Love watching great water polo, and we've been experiencing that the last couple of days, so great opportunity here in Texas to see these awesome athletes play.
Canada and China underway. This is Canada in the dark caps, China in the white. Canada, their head coach David Paradello against Team China and head coach Ricardo Azevedo. This will be Joelle Bakazi trying to go bar down to start things off. She is off the mark. Canada going with their backup keeper, Nicola Coulter-John, in the goal. And for China, they go with their normal starter, Yang Jun. And now China will get their first look on the offensive end. And no, they won't, because we'll get a contra foul here to start things off as they turn it over. Our officials in this one, Mr. Carney from Australia, Mr. Orakasa from Japan. Thus far for Team China, they have struggled 0-2, losing on day 1 to Australia 12-10, and then falling yesterday in a rout to Team USA 19-5. Here's another shot. Yang Jun is there again for their opponent, China. They lost a tight one to Australia 12-10. And then they lost, as we mentioned, to USA 19-5, and then Canada, as it were, beat Japan 19-10 on the first day, and then they were handled by Australia 11-2. So, Chris, you look at this China team, they have kind of struggled here to start. One game where they were a little bit closer, that shot sails high, and then yesterday, how do you bounce back when you get handled 19-5? Where do you go from there?
I mean, I think you got to look back on the first game when they played Australia pretty tight, and they did some really good things that first day. And then last night, it's very tough to, the world champions, Team USA, to come out. You just have to focus on the things they did right and kind of move forward. And talking with Coach Acevedo, he's talking about the things that they're trying to focus on, defense and getting ready for Rio. So these girls just have to know that those are the best players in the world and move forward from there.
China has qualified for the Olympic Games. Canada not just yet. They'll go to the qualification tournament next month in the Netherlands. Here's an attack for China. Shot clock to 4 from the outside. Coulter-John is there for the save on the attempt from Sheng Kong. And we'll head down the other direction here. A little tangle in the backcourt. And here's Bakazi. Yang Jun's been up to the task here, has turned aside quite a few shots from Canada to start things off.
It seems like everything's coming from the perimeter right now. They haven't really got many opportunities in the center for either team, so they're trying to. Oh, there's another outside shot.
Outside attempt this time is in the back of the net. Christine Robinson, the veteran, scores. And for Canada, they do have a powerful center in the captain, Christina Alagbo, so you'd expect her to get involved here at some point soon. Here's a second look on the outside attempt. Seemed to be a bit of a broken play there, but they got it to work.
Yeah, they tipped it out quickly and got that bar down, so I think they're a little fortunate there with that shot.
We talked about the China loss last night, and you coach here in Texas Club and high school. And I'm sure if you've lost 19-5, you don't want to talk about it. But when you have a game like that, do you just say, "Look, forget about it. It didn't happen," because it's so lopsided?
Right. You just have to focus on the things that went well, and then try to build from there. Coaches are teachers first, so we have to focus on things that we need to improve on, instructional, at every level: offense, defense, international, local. You're all about teaching the athletes what they need to improve upon.
Robinson excluded as Sun Yat-ting was posting at 2 meters, and here's a chance now in the power play here for China. Quick delivery and a score from the outside. Song Dong-loon hitting on the 6-on-5, and we're even at 1 with 5:10 to play. And nice execution there from China. A couple of quick passes, and they get the back of the net.
But yeah, I was very impressed yesterday and on Tuesday. Their outside shooting for Team China is extraordinary. And Coach Acevedo mentioned that they don't even have one of their best shooters here. So, they'll be a team to be dealt with in Rio. So.
Better start here for China as they draw even now, 1-1, 5:10 to play. It's like a suit malfunction here for Joelle Bakazi. And she'll sub out momentarily here. Canada will go to the bench, bring on Dominique Perot, the left-hander. So we talked about the outside and the inside game. Canada keeps it outside with the shot there, saved by Yang Jun didn't even really give a chance for Alagbo to get set up at 2 meters. So there must be a feeling that they can score from the outside here the way they're shooting the ball in a hurry.
Right, it's like, I don't know if they thought they were going to catch the goalie napping there or something, but it was really early in the shot clock, a quick shot. And
a follow here off the backhand. That's off the post and a rebound and a second straight goal for Song Dong-Loon. This one in close, and China goes in front 2-1.
Yeah, they're putting the ball in the center there, and they get fortunate with the rebound off the post. So, looks like China right now has the better offensive.
Right place, right time for
China.
Right,
exactly.
On a skip. This is really interesting now.
Yeah.
We're really seeing, Chris, kind of concerted effort here. They are coming down and shooting in the first 5 seconds.
Right. I'm not sure what this is. Totally different. There was a really high physical game yesterday with Canada. Lots of contra fouls, lots of exclusions when Canada played yesterday. So it seems to be like a different strategy today. So
here's a contra foul. This will lead to a long outlet pass to Alagbo, who's ahead of the field. China will give the foul to get back. Canada-Australia yesterday was a grabby, physical affair that Australia won going away. But you're right, a bit of a different look here. And from the outside, and that time it goes for Emma Wright.
Yeah, I wonder if Team Canada saw something in the games they watched against China that they saw something they could beat on Yang Jun. Maybe the outside shooting was the way to go. So,
yeah, I'd have to think that was somewhere in the scouting report here, because you're seeing a concerted effort to go to the corners and from the outside and waste little time doing it. And it works out on that last possession to tie things up at 2 with 4 minutes to play. A battle on the perimeter as Fournier is tied up with Zhao Zihan. Kick out here against Canada.
Yeah, and China really seems determined to get that ball into center. That's being their primary offense here this whole week so far. They've made a concerted effort to put the ball and then pop it out and get good outside perimeter shots.
And they score
there's
it.
Another one. So
it's New Guanan hitting from the outside on the 6-on-5. Really a contrast of styles here to start things off in the opening quarter. Canada with the outside attack from the perimeter. China a bit more focused on the interior, and it's paid off with a drawn exclusion and now a goal.
Yeah, it's great to see, these different styles of offense, the strong effort to put it in the center, or we'll see so which team is going to do more driving. It's great to see these different styles being played out here.
Perot now moving in. Comes top of the perimeter to Carmen Eggins. That's Katrina Monton now wearing number 3 in at 2 meters as Eggins drives through on the other side. Dangerous pass there, tipped away. And then it's turned over. Contra foul's called, hooking on the offensive player as Monton tried to regain possession. And the outlet pushes it ahead here to Shang Kong. She'll come free now working near side. Picked up there defensively. Another bad pass. We've seen for as elite level as this is of water polo, and now an exclusion in transition. Seen some pretty poor entry passes here over the last couple of days where the outside perimeter players just aren't putting it in a place where A, the offensive teammate's going to get it, or B, they're going to get rewarded with a call.
Right, and the referees are not if that pass is not in the right spot, the referees are not rewarding the poor entry pass. And so I have been kind of surprised about that, but that's why they play these high-level games, so they can get that experience and see what they need to do to beat the drop. It seems like Team China is dropping consistently, they're determined to take away the center and only give them the outside. So I agree. Like the center play has been kind of limited due to the poor entry passes.
The exclusion there on number 9, Zhao Zihan for China, and there's a look at the bench. That's Coach Azevedo on the right. Under 3 to play here in the first, 3-2. The advantage for China, but Canada threatening here with a 6-on-5 opportunity. Here at the Louisville Westside Aquatic Center, the FINA Women's Intercontinental Tournament. Thanks for joining us here on USA Water Polo TV. Robinson. She'll come free, has a goal already, gives off to Wright, who will cruise in. Nothing there. Still on the advantage now, Robinson. Swings Eggins. Running low on the advantage, Fournier. Around the perimeter, Robinson, right, sides even. Ball tipped, Alagbo bats it back out. 6 on the timer. Here's Monica Eggins faking and hitting. Not the way they drew it up out of the timeout. A natural goal with the power play coming to an end, but Canada draws level.
Yeah, they came out in a 3-3 and then rotated into that 4-2. And then without getting many opportunities, they had a good opportunity at the 3-post, but ended up at the end of the shot clock taking an outside shot.
I have to imagine, as a coach, few things more frustrating than a dropped pass on a 6-on-5.
Oh, you hate that when they put it on the water. Yeah, that allows that defense to recover quickly, and you don't have much time, especially with players this elite. They cover so much water quickly, and there's no room for mistakes.
Lob attempt there, cross cage off the mark from Chang Kong. But in transition, a grab of the suit from Fournier, and the ball will return to China with 2:05 to go in the first quarter. First of 3 here today from Louisville, Texas. Coming up next, Team USA will take on Japan, and then Australia and Brazil to close things out at 7:20 p.m. That's Central Time here in Louisville, Texas. A ball under, good defense from Bakazi. Canada's off to the races. Coulter-John will try and ignite things here. Long outlet pass. Here's Bakazi with room to swim. Canada has the advantage for the moment. China giving chase. Here's Bakazi cruising in unguarded. Inside 2 meters. Lob on the way. Pulled down by Yang Jun. A good save there from the China keeper. And they hold off what looked to be a great opportunity for Canada.
To me, it's just amazing how these international players, they take a 3-on-2 and then take it away, even against a good team. They can quickly, you almost rarely ever see these counterattack opportunities. It's there for a moment and then it's gone because they can cover so much water swimming and with their legs.
And I get the sense the level that you coach more often in the high school club, if it's a 3-on-2, it's likely going to be a goal.
Almost every time. And if they don't do something right, they're on the bench.
Here's Bakazi. Eggins now. She's knocked down. Physical on the perimeter. She'll step back, look to fire, and sails it left. Ball back into China. Intensity picking up here a bit. Canada has kind of slid back into a more traditional look at offense here. It hasn't been that same rushed approach on offense. 1 minute to go now in the first. All tied at 3. Ordinary called. Ball far side. And a contra foul. Officials have not been afraid to call the contra all week long here in Louisville. Try and get a handle on some of this physical play.
Yeah, it has been kind of surprising to see this many contra fouls that, to start the counterattack and in the center, they call it pretty much everywhere. So
Fournier. Now Eggins. Shot clock to 6. Right, and a save by Yang Jun. And she'll swim away from danger. Shot clock is off, and China will call for time here with 15 seconds to play in the first, and all tied at 3. And throughout the week, it almost seems as if the contra foul has been the precursor to the exclusion, even though it's different sides of the ball, right? You have the offensive foul and then the defender getting excluded. But it seems to be the ref's own way of saying, look, we're going to hold some of this physical play in check.
Right.
We're going to start turning the ball over if everyone doesn't back off a bit.
Right, yeah, especially the teams that have a really strong center. They come in and they're trying to see as much as they can get away with, and the center defenders are going to try to see as much as they can get away with. And so I guess that's the only tool the referees have to try to balance that out and make sure one team doesn't get too much of an advantage. So.
Yeah, it's definitely a feeling out process when you start these games.
Well, and the variances between the different referees that I've seen from different parts of the world, like some are quick to call exclusions and some, they let them play. So it's definitely interesting to see the varieties of referees that we have here. So
that is definitely one of the under-discussed elements of these international tournaments. You take 2 officials from 2 different countries who never work together unless they come together in an event like this and say, all right, now be a team for the next hour and figure this out.
Right, and you don't know how many times they're even paired together in the whole week, so there may not even be many opportunities to learn from each other. So
First quarter about to be complete. Eggins will let it fly. That'll fall short of the net. And we've come to the end of one between Canada and China, all even at 3. We're back with the second quarter right here on USA Water Polo TV, live from Louisville, Texas.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org. Second quarter about to begin. China and Canada all tied at 3, along with Chris Cullen. Greg Meskel here with you from the Louisville ISD Westside Aquatic Center in Louisville, Texas, a little bit north of Dallas here. Great week of water polo continuing today. 6 p.m. Central Time. Japan and Team USA, Australia and Brazil to follow them as we work our way towards the finals this Sunday. Opening sprint, and it'll be turned back to China. Looks like they forced the ball under there, even though Canada was there first. And China will take control here on the offensive end. And a battle in at 2 meters. Robinson trying to front any entry pass coming her way. Shot clock about to 7 here. This is going to be a tough spot here for China, and they realize that and dump it aside. So good defense from Canada to start on the opening possession here of the second quarter.
yeah, they did a great job pressing there. They didn't even have to drop back. The center defender kept rotating and fronting.
Second attempt, just off the mark. And Yang Jun will wait for the crowd to dissipate before she moves this one ahead. Top 3 teams here will qualify for the FINA World League Super Final. China as the host will already go no matter what happens here. It's coming up in June in Shanghai. Entry inside, tipped away. Alagbo is there.
Another bad entry pass, as you mentioned earlier. Skidded away right to the center defender, right to the goalie.
And here's Bakazi now. Right, Alagbo. So Alagbo, the center, out on the perimeter now, leaving Robinson down at 2 meters. Here's Bakazi working far 2 meters. Perot, she's field blocked. Stuffed right in front there by Song Dong Lun. They get it back though, a new timer. And they can regroup here. Now Alagbo inside. But a grab of the suit. Alagbo motions that her suit is nearly torn off, but to no avail.
Yeah, she started out on the perimeter, went and ran a double post to try to get another scoring opportunity, maybe posting up, trying to get something, trying to make something happen in the center. If they're doing a drop, China's doing a drop on the other side.
This pass not going to get there, but an exclusion is called. Robinson, the guilty party. That is her second. Working inside Strong Dun Han. China can attack here, look to go back in front. All tied to 3 right now here in the second. A dropped pass, and the ball will turn over.
Another unforced error on the 6-on-5.
That was interesting, too. On the perimeter, that pass was dropped, and the offensive player was content just to let that ball go right behind her.
Yep.
Nearly ignited a counter. Her teammate had to give a foul to slow down Canada. An exclusion called.
And
it's a hatless player there for China, the same person who dropped the pass on the 6-on-5 earlier. McKee, now Bakazi. And a goal is there for Perot.
yeah, it's great to have a left-hander over in 6-on-5 that can really catch that ball, move into shooting position, and put it away on the goalie.
And a 4-3 lead here as we get a second look. Dominique Perot just has that second look on the replay. Shows you what a left-hander sees. A different wrinkle out there in the pool if you have that person in the water, for sure.
Oh, yeah, it's a great luxury to have if your team has that good quality left-hander that can move in and put that ball away around the field blocker on 6-on-5. Nothing better than having that player there.
A 4-3 lead for China.
Yeah, the physicality seems to be picking up in the center a little bit.
And now an exclusion. And the redirect in close is off the bar. Exclusion there had gone against Carmen Eggins. That is her first. Side's going even now. And so Canada had 4-3. We had an incorrect score there. Now the ball turns over once more.
Not much of a scoring opportunity there. The excluded player was late getting out of the box. They only had 8 to 10 seconds left on the shot clock by the time they had drawn even on the other offensive end.
Long outlet pass here, setting things up for Nu Guanan for China. She'll go back out top of the perimeter. Ordinary called there. Looking to go inside to the center. Sun Yat-ting, but she's called for a contra foul, grabbing on the suit. And it turns back over to Canada.
That's a tough job those referees have. Half the time you don't know who grabbed who first, but there's hands all over suits all over that in that center position.
Yang Jin with the stop there. But again, it turns over, so we've seen it now a couple of times here in the second quarter. Teams really hurting themselves, giving the ball right back in transition.
Yeah, that kick on the counterattack is really unnecessary. She had her beat advantage-wise anyway. There was no need to kick there. China is definitely taking away the center.
And Canada adds another. They go up 2. Emma Wright with her second, and a 5-3 lead.
Usually a mistake like that on the counterattack, contra foul, lead to a goal on the other end, gives them an extra opportunity to score.
And so Canada now pulls ahead 5-3. Right from Axel Crevier. Canada now with 10 more shots than China, so getting more of an opportunity to put the ball on net. And we know where a lot of those 18 came from. Early in that first quarter, they were letting it fly, but
exactly.
Kick out here against Canada.
It seems like the referees decide they're going to call a little bit more, or the physicality's just gone up by Team China. That's quite a few exclusions by Team Canada in this quarter alone.
Monica Eggins excluded. Field block, beautifully done in close. That was Carmen Eggins picking up her sister with the big field block right at 2 meters.
Oh, goalie's best friend, the great field blocker.
Under 3 to go from the outside again. Emma Wright, she has a hat trick.
I guess that scouting report paid off. These perimeter shots are starting to go in now. They're not having to play with the center much. They're burying their opportunities on the outside.
Emma Wright, one of the rising young talents in Canadian water polo, delivers there. And what a different evening for Team Canada. Just 2 goals all of yesterday's game and an 11-2 loss, and already ahead here in complete control, 6-3.
Yep. After that first game, I thought China was going to have a little more. Oh,
that's a nice redirect
exactly.
to Song Dong Loon. That's her 3rd, so she has a hat trick here for Team China, and a good response there. Nice after goal play to come back and get something going towards the net.
Oh, she goes back door, puts the ball in over her head. Nice quality swim, attacking the goal, put the nice pass, perfect goal near side low.
I'm sure we have some younger players watching these games. You coach at the age group level. That looked like a very simple play, but I'm sure it was the result of a lot of practice.
Oh yeah, it was tremendous. She swam. She attacked the goal well. She didn't need to push off or kick off. She took a couple strokes back, put the ball away. Speed.
Contra foul is the call. And now China with a chance to rally here, trailing 6-4. 2:13 to play, first half. Team USA and Japan to follow here in Louisville, Texas. An ordinary called. Tipped out by Coulter John on the attempt by Liu Yiwen. And at 2 meters now for China with a brand new shot clock. Traditional center play has been quiet so far in this half. We haven't seen Christina Alagbo get too many chances to set up and take an entry, and similar for Sun Yating of China. From the outside, China not needing to go inside right now. They're getting perimeter scoring. Liu Yiwen, her first, and it's a 1-goal game with 1:43 to go in the first.
As much as it seems like this has been all Canada, but China's right there with them. You know, like after that last possession, Team Canada had their defense drop back, taking away the center. Past a couple players drop. Ball moves over to the wing, quick shot, puts it away.
First half winding down, and China roaring back, trailing now 6-5. They were down 6-3 just moments ago.
These 8-minute quarters, anything can happen. You know, it goes from a close game to a blowout, or a blowout to a close game real quick.
Yeah, generally you get to the international level, and I know we've seen some real lopsided games, but a 3-goal lead, even a 4-goal lead, rarely a safe lead if you build out in the first half.
Oh yeah, there's the fatigue level with this long a quarter, I'm sure is tremendous.
1:20, shot clock winding down. Will Canada get a look off? Here's Eggins. She'll let it fly. She'll put it home.
Wow, that's a great perimeter shot. That's probably from 8-9 meters. She's let it rip. Near side, goalie needs to take that shot away.
Not much to lose for Monica Eggins. She lets it go, and she comes through and stops the 2-goal run here by China, putting Canada back in front this time 7-5, 1:13 to go.
Yeah, rises up, puts it away in the top corner. So
sometimes it pays just to have a big outside shooter who can get up on her legs.
That'll make them start giving a little more space, clearing out on those perimeter shooters, so maybe they can start setting the ball again.
China, do they have an answer? Under a minute to play in the first half. From the perimeter, Coulter John ranging right. We'll have none of that. And looks to start things off for Canada. She'll push it ahead to Perreault. Dominique Perreault advancing the ball, left-hander. Driven out.
That looked like there was going to be a counterattack opportunity, and China covered up real quick.
Bakazi. Here's Eggins. Scored from a similar position not long ago, but first a kick out. And the exclusion against China and a disbelieving Wang Xinyan. And now a timeout called by Canada. 34 seconds to play. A 7-5 lead for Canada over China. And Canada, a nice little response. They allowed China to get back in this game. They scored 2 straight. They turn a 3-goal advantage into just a 1-goal situation. Now Canada answers with a score and a chance here to really reassert themselves going back into halftime.
Right, great teams, you know, and you have to get up off the mat after you face some difficult situations here. So let's see if they can take advantage of the mistake at the late end of the counterattack that China causes the 6-on-5. So see what they draw up and get the good quality scoring chance with the one last possession they'll probably have this quarter.
And China confident in their defense, not much of a huddle at all. They're ready to roll. If you were the China coach and you look at what Canada has done here from the perimeter, what do you do defensively as far as adjustments going third quarter?
We're going to have to not drop as many players. You know, you want to drop back maybe one, but you really got to get out there and press that perimeter play. If they're going to keep taking those outside shots, you're going to have to cover them up so that you can at least give yourself a chance to get back into the game.
2-goal lead for Canada, looking to make it 3 once again. 5-second differential, shot in game. Clock here is Bakazi. Doesn't matter about the clock. She's made it 3 goals once more. Joelle Bakazi.
Yeah, 6-on-5. That, you got to move out, and she got the ball. She moved all the way in. She's taking, it's closer than 5 meters. It's easier than a penalty shot. So she can fake, do whatever she needs to. The defender's got to close out there and knock her down so that she didn't have an easy shot at 4 or 5 meters.
Last chance for China. Can they try and get one back before halftime? Looking on the perimeter. They try and set up Sun Yat-ting. Easy call there, an exclusion. That was Kelly McKee coming over the back. A save, Coulter John, a near follow in close, but Canada recovers. Emma Wright. And this will bring an end to the first half. Eggins will let it go. It will skip short of the net, and we've come to the break here in Louisville, Canada. Taking a shot from China and then battling back to go in front 8-5. We will take a timeout and return opening sprint for the third quarter. On the way here from Louisville, you're watching FINA Women's Intercontinental Tournament action live on USA Water Polo TV.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org. Third quarter about to begin. Canada and China, 8-5. The difference right now, and a much stronger showing here for Canada. And someone had to have the resolve and the resilience today. They both came off struggles yesterday, so you knew someone was going to be able to kind of turn it around.
Right. They know that they've got quite a few more games to go this week, and they've got to step up and see what they can do to prepare themselves for the rest of the week. It's a fortunate bounce there.
Look from the outside. That'll go out of play, partially field block. We're here in Louisville, Texas. Greg Meskel here with you, joined by Thunder water polo coach and Denton water polo coach Chris Cullen.
I'm happy to be here. It's great to see these incredible athletes, these teams. It's great to have our my players from high school and for club come get to watch. They're here every night cheering on all the teams, so it's a great opportunity for them to see incredible water polo.
I have to think for many of them, this is the first time they've seen this sort of thing in person. What's been kind of the response as they watch some of these games?
Oh, the kids that I talk to at school, they're they're just impressed on how high they get up, how hard they shoot the ball, how fast they swim, how well they pass. So even though sometimes we're critical of some of the mistakes they make, but sometimes that's part of it too. They see that even the best athletes in the world make bad passes. So that's the difference between a great team and even though they're internationals and great players, they're still going to make mistakes and still got room to improve.
You think there's a kind of an inspiration part of this whole thing too, where they see some of the best and kind of get fired up to become better at their game?
Oh, definitely. They are intrigued by the level of play from even in any country. And so even though Team USA is dominating the other teams here, they are excited to see how hard they shoot the ball, how high they kick up, how fast they swim, and so that kind of gives them this week at practice. They've been a little extra dedicated and hardworking. They're like they kind of see what the real players in the world do. So
here's Canada on the attack. Cross cage delivery there, stopped by Yang Jun. So a couple of opportunities on each end, stopped by the defenses.
Yeah, if China can take advantage of these key defensive stops and get a goal here, then they're right back in this game. They really have come out and kind of made a statement to Canada here, that we're not going to go away. Start off with these first 2 or 3 possessions with good defensive stops on both ends. So,
as you alluded to, now just needing the offense to match. Looking from the outside, that'll go off the bar and away. And Coulter John will head after it. Little tangle in the backcourt there. Here's Emma Wright pushing ahead. She's got 3 goals already in this one. Wright moving in, nothing there. Sun Yat-ting slow to get in position. It'll allow Eggins to deliver a shot and a save there by Yang Jun.
Oh. Practically every time down the pool, there's a tangle up in the backcourt.
Yeah.
Sometimes, it's
goalie out, and bad idea there by Coulter John. Tried to come out and swarm the play. It left Zhang Kong available to put it home and to get China a much-needed goal to climb within 2.
Yeah, that's right off the counterattack. That's a mistake by the defense and the goalie there. Not cover up and get goal side. So that allows that easy opportunity for the Chinese player to get in and score at the end of the counterattack very easily. So, but it all started with the quality defense on this end.
It's a difficult balance. You love to see a good aggressive goalkeeper, not afraid to get out there and try and make a steal. But when you roll the dice and you're wrong, it just looks like a bigger error than maybe the classic missed pass.
Exactly. Like you love it when that goalie comes out and steals the ball, and then you holler at them when they blow it. So it's a love-hate relationship with that. The goalie come out and stealing the ball.
Robinson being pressured. Shot clock under 10 here for Canada. They go inside looking for Montan, and she draws the exclusion. That will go against China and Mei Shohan.
Yeah, Canada had a great post position there, goal side. The ball went in cleanly. Easy call for the referees there.
Robinson. Couple of fakes, nothing there. She swings across the way. A knockdown. McKee. McKee is stopped by Yang Jun.
Quality 5-on-6 defense there. Maybe they'll have an opportunity here. We'll see. No, that's been covered up. So, you always love after a good 5-on-6 defense, come down and see if you can rally one, bring one back, goal back the other way. So.
Robinson there coming over for the steal. Thought China might have some momentum. They had an opportunity at 2 meters, not to be.
That pass was probably a little high for the referees calling exclusion there. A little bit more on the water. Let the offensive player have a chance to reach for the ball, but.
Monica Eggins works in, shot clock to 7. She'll put it right past the keeper. Yang Jun saw what she was doing the entire time. And Eggins still able to go cross cage for her third.
She almost looked a little surprised the shot came in there. That's usually a save that most goalies would make there, but she moved in and just put it cross cage low. The goalie should have had that.
Maybe the keeper thinking that was kind of a tough angle to score at. She probably won't shoot it low from this position, but then she did.
Yeah, maybe she was thinking it was going to be a pass going on the player going backdoor across 2 meters.
Many coaches try to get into the mind of a goalie. What were they thinking during that play?
Exactly. Seems like such an easy job. Just get in the way and block the ball,
Yeah.
but it's much tougher than that.
3:07 to go in the third. 9-6, Canada in front. They have led for the majority. Inside the 2 is the call here, and Canada will have it back.
You don't see that very often, that the center's unaware of their position in the water, that got all the way off sides and let that pass come in. She stayed at 2 meters. She had a good scoring chance there.
And you really have to set up shop inside, too. They're going to give you that leeway to get in, get out, look for the ball, but Fournier. They'll come to Bakazi. She'll try and do the same thing Eggins did, but this time Yang Jun stops it.
Fool me once, I guess, as the saying goes. So, but looks like China has gone back to more of a traditional press after maybe, so they're adjusting after all those outside shots that second quarter. So they are pressing in that perimeter, not going into a straight drop.
It's not allowing the same ease that Canada had shooting in the first half. 3-goal advantage here for the Canadians. Shea Fournier brings it all the way across to Perot. Shot clock to 8. Pushes it back out. Here's McKee. Robinson. And a lob somehow into the back of the net. Again, catching Yang Jun out of position, and Robinson has her second. And that was probably more improbable than the skip we saw from Eggins.
Oh, definitely. That was a prayer. Just almost, it was close to just get rid of the ball, put it up almost out of bounds. I guess coaches always say late in the shot clock, shoot that ball high in case it gets tipped out of bounds, doesn't lead to a counter. But her prayers were answered there.
And a 10-6 lead for Canada as they go up with their largest advantage in this one.
Yeah, as soon as China has a couple of good quality defensive stands, then they give up a couple soft goals and take away that momentum that they had on the defensive end.
Carmen Eggins, her second exclusion of the match, and an opportunity here for China. Moving in, nothing there. They go far side, around the perimeter. And a goal is in. Much needed. And New Guanan with her second.
That's a great shot on 6-on-5. Buries that shot cross cage, laser up to the top corner. Catch and shoot. Coaches love that, catch and shoot. Don't let the defense or the goalie have time to adjust. Let's see if they can build on that momentum, get a defensive stand here.
.124 to go in the third. 10-7, Canada in front. Each team coming off a loss last night. Shot clock under 10. Alagbo now, the backhand off the post. Very close to connecting, but couldn't put it away.
That's one of the few entry passes we've seen for Canada. They had been settling. Now that China's pressing, it's given a little more opportunity in the center. So see if we can capitalize on that bar out by Alagbo.
And the back of the net once more. So China now starting to string some things together. Once again, New Guangdong, she has a hat trick now.
Yeah, another great quality perimeter shot. You know, like some of the perimeter shooting I've seen from China this week have really been outstanding. Quality shots. Bar in, goalie had no chance there. Oh.
And now a contra foul. So things continuing to trend in China's favor here as we approach the end of the third. Back-to-back goals. And now an opportunity to climb within one. On the counter now. Ball coming near side. Skip attempt, and it is field blocked away. And I don't think it would have mattered because the ball was turned over.
I didn't see what that contra was, but something going on in the center probably.
Last chance here for Canada, and they'll call for time. Shot clock is off. Just 10 seconds to play here in the third. So nice rally here by China to get back in it. What have you seen adjustment-wise that has allowed them to get back into this?
I think that now that they're kind of taking away the perimeter shooting from Canada, and they're slower to adjust. Now they're pressing on the outside, and if they string a few more offensive possessions together, then they're right back in it. But it's been the defense. So I think they made some adjustments at halftime and decided, well, we're going to start pressing a little bit more and fronting in the center. So we'll take our chances with the center. Maybe they decided that, well, those shots were not being saved, so we need to change our strategy a little bit.
10 seconds to play. Third quarter, 10-8. The lead here for Canada, and a chance to push their lead back up to 3 as we move towards the fourth quarter.
I'm not sure if there's any clock adjustments or I think the Canada coach was pleading for more time, that the timeout was called late, but to no avail.
Canada off the post, a rebound in front, goalie out, but ball unders the call. Yang Jun with aggressive defense, and she's able to hold off what would have been a surefire goal on the other end. Coulter John goes to get it, and 3 quarters are in the books here in Louisville. It's a 10-8 lead for Canada, but China is rallying. They are hanging around in this one. We'll come back with the fourth right here on USA Water Polo TV.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org. Fourth quarter on the way here in Louisville. Canada 10, China 8. Along with Chris Cullen, Greg Meskel here in Louisville, Texas. And looks like we're heading towards an exciting finish. It's been a little back and forth here in the third. Canada's held the lead for the majority of this game, but China making things interesting.
Yeah, it's great to be here seeing a good tight game, kind of battling back and forth, and punch, counter punch, see who can make adjustments and come out ahead in this final quarter here.
Ordinary called.
Oh, exclusion.
Oh, check that, an exclusion. And Bakazi is going off.
Maybe this be the opportunity they need to draw them within one goal.
Could make it a one-goal game here. Great look inside, and it is a one-goal game. Sun Ya-Ting is on the board, the captain, coming through here in a clutch moment in the opening 30 seconds of the fourth to make it 10-9.
Yeah, that's a great look. You can see 6-on-5. They look to the three posts there, and defender playing the shooter up top. Quick shot right off the post. Post player there.
Nicely done. Well-designed play there. Sure one they have run many a time.
Yeah, the most difficult thing there to do is read what the defense is doing. Give them those opportunities.
And an exclusion here against China on Shang Kong. It's funny, it looked like one official was signaling exclusion as Bakazi puts it away. Then the other might be thinking contra foul. But Joel Bakazi scores her second on the power play. And Canada goes back in front by 2 with 7:07 to go.
Yeah, again, that's consistency. It's like China can't string defense and offense together. Seems like they were slow to set up their 5-on-6 defense. Really gave her a quick, easy scoring opportunity right in front of the cage.
China back on the attack. Song Dong-Loon, who was hot early, scoring 3 goals. Robinson doing a nice job, really driving out the center threat here for China to about 3-4 meters. Shot clock to 6. An ordinary called. Under 7 to play here in the fourth. Song Dong-Loon from the outside. Had been quiet for a few moments and comes up here to make it 11-10.
Yeah, the offense on the perimeter is very static. They're really content to put that ball in the center, which allows that opportunities on the outside. Canada's defense really wants to drop back, take away the center, and allow that scoring opportunity there. See if they can string a defensive possession to go along with that quality offense to draw them even here, or keep them within striking distance.
Eggins. A tussle at 2 meters with Monton battling Wang Jinyan. And it'll turn over and go back to China, and a chance here for Team China to even things up.
That looked like a little frustration on the center there. Center defender kept spinning around, and
could be headed for a double exclusion here.
Yeah, most likely when they pull the ball out.
And that is the case. And you can see that one coming as Wang Jinyan and Katrina Monton were knotted up from the previous offensive possession.
Yeah, they didn't seem too happy with each other on this end, so that's probably a little. likely to occur after that.
So 5-on-5 water polo here with under 6 to play in the fourth. China could care less. They just want to tie the game.
We'll see what kind of chance they get here. They seem...
From the perimeter, they do tie the game. We're even. New Guanan with her fourth. And we are all tied at 11 with 5:47 to play.
But at some point, Canada needs to make a decision. Are you going to keep letting them shoot from the outside? If they keep burying them like that, you got to make some adjustments defensively. Get out there and put a hand on them so that they're not teeing off on your goalie from 7-8 meters even.
China, a reputation of a strong outside shooting team, so it was interesting that was Canada's strategy to start this game, try and shoot from the perimeter. China, I think, is happy to oblige in a shootout.
Oh, exactly. They do not seem to drive much right now. It's put the ball on the center for China or move the ball to the other side, hope the defense drops and get a quality outside scoring chance. China's fronting the center and pressing on the perimeter, again, instead of dropping like they were the first quarter.
Ordinary called, and now some more.
Exclusion.
It'll be an exclusion, and it'll go against China and Shang Kong, and nothing doing for Canada on that big opportunity. And now, Chris, if you ever would have guessed it, we're in a chance now where China can go ahead here late in the fourth.
It's amazing. Anything can happen. These outside shots have been going in for China, but not for Canada. So I think after China changed their defense up a little bit and wanted to press the perimeter instead of allowing them to shoot outside, I think that's what made the adjustment.
Oh, they wanted a backhand there. That's what Sun Yat-ting was going for, but Canada comes with a double team to snuff that out.
I guess they thought they had a little more opportunity there. The defense was pressing the perimeter a little bit more after those last couple outside shots.
Here comes Perot on the attack for Canada. Shot clock under 10. Emma Wright, who's been the hot hand for Canada. Gives off to Monica Eggins. She's had a good game. And now contra foul. Eggins ducking the head and then takes the shot. And now an exclusion. So Eggins a little confused there perhaps. Didn't hear. You'd have to imagine that she was turning the ball over on the contra after she ducked the head, and the official on the near side excluding her for that delay of game. And now a timeout China and a power play here with a chance to go ahead.
Yeah, let's see what coach has got in his playbook here to see what the team China can get them take the lead for the first time in the game, I believe. So they have that great opportunity, especially when there's an exclusion in the backcourt. You didn't even have to earn a mistake by the offensive team throwing the ball away.
Yeah, if China can go ahead here, it would be their first lead since 3-2 towards the end of the first quarter.
These 8-minute quarters, they go on for a long. It's been quite a battle back and forth. They were down by 3 or 4 goals at least at some time.
Yeah, they trailed by 4 in the second half.
Yeah.
They were down 10-6 after a Christine Robinson goal with 2:05 to play in the third, and it's been all comeback city since then. So think about that. It was 10-6. Now it's 11-11.
Wow, only giving up 1 goal since then. Defense adjustment really paid off.
Around the perimeter, they work it. Looking for the tie. Field block and a big one from Canada. And sides come even. And so keep in mind, that was China's only timeout to use here in the fourth quarter, and they used it on that possession. You understand why. They had a chance. They had a go-ahead goal.
Yep. That does change the strategy quite a bit now, though, the new FINA rules with only 1 timeout per quarter.
On the other end, Alogbo will draw an exclusion as she took number 12, Sheng Jing, for a ride. Here's Wright. Fournier. Canada back in front by 1, 12-11. And a yellow card now to the head Canada coach, David Paradello.
Yeah, I think he believed that should have been a 5-meter call on the exclusion, but they still got the goal either way. She moved in from the top, put it away, cross cage. Draw Canada up by 1.
Exciting finish here in the first match of day 3 of the FINA Women's Intercontinental Tournament, Louisville, Texas.
Oh,
another exclusion, this time of the bear hug variety, according to the official signal on the far side. And Christine Robinson is done for the day. That is her 3rd. So a big loss there for Canada as China once again looks to battle back. Look to have an opportunity in close. Nothing available. Sides coming even. Game is even. All tied at 12 on a score from Sheng Kong. That's her 2nd.
A tremendous goal there, 6-on-5. That ball went cross face. She caught it, put it in near side under the goalie's arm, beating the defender there who'd gone out to cover the posts.
It's a tough angle to score the ball.
Yeah, the post offense had moved out enough to get that defender was late coming back to cover that near side low shot. I guess they were afraid of that the play they'd run earlier, so they were cheating one way or the other. So quite a game, very exciting, going back and forth.
Under 3 to play, 4th quarter, all tied at 12. Exclusion against China and against Song Dong-loon. That's her 1st. And a 6-on-5 here for Team Canada. Bakazi, Canada back in front and excited. They go ahead 13-12. Joelle Bakazi has a hat trick, her 3rd of the match.
Yeah, on that 6-on-5 opportunity, the defense is actually 5-on-4. Two players had already moved down to the offensive end. She moved in to 4 or 5 meters, took a good quality shot, buried it. Canada does seem to be dropping again. Let's see if they're going to give that outside shot.
It's a dangerous maneuver. China has shown the ability to hit from the outside. Shot clock under 10. They'll give it a try here. They'll score again. Hitting from the perimeter, New Guanan, her 5th of the match. And we're tied at 13 with 2:24 to play in the 4th.
Yeah, coaches say you might want to guard that girl. She scores 5 goals on you.
Bakazi right back.
Seems like both teams do not want to give up that goal in the center, so they're willing to count on their field blockers and goalies, which have let them down so far. 27 goals scored in this game.
Yeah, right. This is not a defensive battle by any means.
Yeah, and majority of them coming from the perimeter, so coach got something they can work on, field blocking.
So China, as in the position they've been throughout the second half, trying to figure out a way to score another must-have goal. Trailing here 14-13. This will help. An exclusion against Canada.
They're setting up quickly. Well, now they're going to go standard 6-on-5.
That's Kelly McKee going off. That's her 3rd. She's out for the match.
2 players for Canada majored. Make a difference in the last 2 minutes here.
But off the mark on that attempt from the perimeter, Song Dong-loon off the bar and out. And now China running low on time, 1:35 to play. One more goal here from Canada just might secure things.
Let's see if they've got a stand in them, see if China can come out and make a quality defensive stand.
Alagbo. Eggins. Shot clock to 5. Bakazi's been hot as of late. Shot clock to 3. She'll let it go, and it's wide of the cage out of play. 1:09 to go. So China now. This is getting close to a must-have opportunity.
Yeah, that only one timeout per quarter.
Oh, and China coughs it up, a contra foul here. So at this rate, they may just get one more chance here on the offensive end.
You got to know in a one-goal game, you want to try to get that good quality scoring advantage, but a kick on the counterattack is just unnecessary. You take your team out of an opportunity to score the game-tying goal.
And an exclusion now. This is going to extend the possession here for Canada. And they call for time. An exclusion against China and Wang Jinyan, and that's her third, so she is done for the match. Christina Lagbo, the one replacing her hat, as Coach David Paradello will talk things over. Some disbelief there from Coach Azevedo.
Well, with the shot clock being reset, Team Canada just runs out 30 seconds. That's leaving 10 seconds, no timeouts to get a quality scoring chance. So,
a little conversation here going on with Coach Azevedo and the officials. 14-13 the score, Canada in front. And so now you have a reset of a shot clock after the exclusion. So 43 seconds on the game clock, a brand new shot clock. Canada, I'm sure, wants and will look for the good shot in the 6-on-5, but probably also thinking, let's use some time here.
Exactly. You got to make your clock the best friend there. Use every second that you can. Leave as little time as possible, knowing that they don't have a timeout in their back pocket, that they're going to have to get all the way down the pool and get a quality scoring chance is highly unlikely. So if you just play ball control here and give yourself a position to win the game with the last 10 seconds by a defensive stand.
And of course, if you're Canada and you scored here, well, you've pretty much written your ticket to victory. And right on cue, Emma Wright with her fourth. And that should put this one to rest with 28 seconds left, and now a 2-goal advantage for Team Canada.
Yeah, after the exclusion, the 6-on-5 timeout, she gets she's moving in, puts it away, left-handed cross cage. That's not how many goals is that for her? That's quite a few.
Yeah, Emma Wright now 4 goals.
So she's done her part from the perimeter to help Team Canada get this victory.
4 goals for Wright, 4 goals for Bakazi. That's power of the Canadian offense. Let's see what magic China might have available.
So if Canada's going to press everywhere, or are they going to be willing to just let the outside shot come again?
Running out of time, you'd think China would have put something in net at this point. Here's a look. Nothing there. Entry inside. The backhand. Bar down and in. Score it for Sun Yat-ting out of 2 meters. Her second. But comes perhaps too little too late here, which is 5 seconds left. Going to take some sort of catastrophe here by Canada.
Yeah, Team Canada is pressing the perimeter and gets a quality entry pass to center. She puts it away backhand top corner. So
here's Eggins now to run things out, and China will not pursue. They've conceded the match, and that is all in the first match of day 3. A barn burner, to say the least. And Canada outlasts China in a high-scoring affair, 15-14. 4 goals each for Joelle Bakazi and Emma Wright. 7 saves in the cage for Nicola Coulter-John. For China, New Guangnan leads all scorers with 5, and then 12 saves for Yang Jun. More action coming up next at around 6 p.m. Central Time. Team USA will battle Japan. Come back and join us right here on USA Water Polo TV. But for now, for Chris Cullen, Greg Meskel signing off. Come back and join us soon.